Hi students, and thank you for joining me again for another week of workforce readiness. In this session, we're going to talk about the signature assignment module, which is essentially our final project in the class. Over the last weeks and months, we've talked about various subjects, and this signature assignment module kind of functions as the capstone to our class. So this final assignment is very important, and it's geared towards really assessing all the skills that you've gained over the last couple of months in this class. If you go to Canvas and you take a look at the module portion of Canvas, you'll see that at the very end, if you scroll all the way down, you'll find the signature assignment module, and it has a couple of pages with 2 assignments at the very end. Let's take a look at these pages and see what type of information they have. And then finally, we're going to take a look at the assignments and see what you have to do to complete the assignments. Hopefully this brief overview will give you a good understanding of what's expected, and it'll help you get yourself on your way to wrap up this class. So here I am on Canvas. We're going to click on the thank you and final announcements. And this page really talks about the last steps of what you should expect in this class. Okay, so number one, in the next couple of days, I'll be finalizing my review of all of your assignments, and I'll be issuing grades for the class. Number two, once grades have been finalized, I will be sending out certificates for the class through email. And once you receive that email, you'll be able to click on a link and download a PDF and keep that for your records. So number one, you want to keep it for your records because you want to have something that proves that you've completed this class. And number two, when it comes to getting your program certificate from our department, they're going to ask you for that certificate, and you'll have to provide them a copy. Of course, they have the transcript available on our computers, but they always like to see that certificate so that it's all put together in a nice packet for them. So you could anticipate something like that. I'll be sending you an email with those certificates about like maybe a week after the class ends, and the class ends in this case on December 16th. So let's go to the next. This page is dedicated to letting you know about how to register for next semester's classes. So this semester is coming to a close, but the next semester will start soon. And actually, you could already start registering for the next semester's classes. And if you click on New Classes and Register, you could click on that, and it'll actually take you to this Find Your Course and Register website. That makes it very, very easy for you to register for your next class. So all you have to do is just click on this drop-down menu, select your session, click on Search, and there you go. You have all the classes that we're offering next semester. All you have to do is click on here, this blue button, and then you have Register Now buttons here that you could select and register. So it's pretty simple, and it makes it very easy for you to register for our next classes. Also right here, we have check out our career certificate options. And here we have a variety of career certificates that you could achieve in our department. So for example, if you want to take a look at medical billing, you have a brief description of the medical billing certificate, and also you have course requirements here. And we have a list of classes with the Register Now button here. But as you can see, Workforce Readiness is one of the courses that's required for this program certificate. If you've already completed this Introduction to Medical Billing, Introduction to Medical Coding, and finally Introduction to Keyboard and Basic Windows, you have all of the classes that you need to obtain this certificate. And so you could use Credly, which is a system that we use to issue those certificates, to finally obtain that certificate that you're looking for. So much like we have for medical billing, you have all these other type of certificates for all these different occupations that you could really achieve and help build that future and help build your career. So a lot of resources here, so try to make the most of the information. Next, we're going to go on the resume cover letter job application signature project. In this case, we have this assignment that you'll have to complete, and let's take a look at the steps that are required to complete it. It starts off by saying, in this assignment, you will prepare a job-specific application to a company of your choice. You may actually submit your application to the employer, but that's not required. What is required, however, is a complete application submitted here in Canvas. So there are 4 steps that you have to complete in this assignment. So number 1, you have to go to Indeed.com and conduct an online search for a job that interests you. For example, you may search for computer software salesperson or something that's really specific to your career goals. So really be specific to your career goals. Try not to be generic. Step number 2 is open a Word document and paste the job description into the document. Step number 3, update your resume and cover letter to match the qualifications needed for the job that you found. And then finally, update the job description, your resume, and your cover letter so that everything kind of syncs up and your resume and cover letter really shows that you're a good candidate for this position. To be successful in this assignment, your application materials should closely match the requirements of the position. So do not turn in a generic resume and cover letter. So that's essentially it. Best of luck. You'll have to submit your documents through Canvas. Once I receive your information, I'll be able to conduct my review and then issue grades. So once this signature project is completed, we have a last step, which will be the class wrap-up discussion. And this class wrap-up discussion is pretty much an opportunity for you to include any thoughts or questions that you may have so that we could close the class. So the prompt is, please share what parts of the class you felt were most helpful to your workforce readiness. Please include any questions or comments that you like to make. And so essentially, please just kind of include your last thoughts. And that's essentially it. So once again, I want to thank you for your dedication to the class. And I hope that these next 2 weeks will give you some time to work on this. This assignment is actually due before the end of the class, which is December 16th. Try your best to complete it. And I look forward to seeing your work. If you have any issues completing the assignment, or if you have any questions, feel free to contact me, send me a message through chat or through inbox, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. So that's pretty much it for this week. Best of luck on completing the assignment, and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you very much.